Hey guys, on Snapchat this morning I had asked you to submit your questions and I was going to answer them live. I got a lot of questions here, so some live, most typed, but we're going to answer them here all on camera. If this works out, I'm trying to sit in front of my window, but the sun is going down, so the lighting's not perfect, but we don't really need good lighting to do this video. This one is from Heather.
Hey Michelle, you're the reason I'm obsessed with Stella Dot. Thank you so much for always showing it on your channel. For Christmas, what would be like your must-have piece if you were doing somebody for the first time, Stella Dot?
Oh, that is so hard. Okay, I think it all depends on what you're looking for. Price points too. So my must-have, most favorite statement necklace is the original Sutton. It's perfect, it goes with everything. You can wear it all different kinds of ways. An engravable, because it's so personal and you can make it whatever you want to be, and the price points differ on those. And probably my number one though is the Renegade bracelet, because it was my first piece, just one of those pieces that'll probably just never go away. Okay, next one is from Kate Renee 24.
Hey Michelle, you've obviously been going to the gym a lot lately, so I've been wondering, how often do you go and what do you do while you're there?
Okay, so I do the same thing every time I go. I usually run for about 2 miles. Sometimes it's less, depending on how long it's been since the last time I went. But most of the time it's 2 miles. I don't run fast, like I run at a good pace. I think it's like a 5.3 on the machine, the treadmill. And after I do that, and then I'm usually on there for about 25 minutes, I go and do abs. And I do a combination of bridges, bikes, and like pull-up things. I don't even know what they're called. Balancing on your behind and you lay back and then pull yourself back up. So I do those. And I spend about 15 minutes doing my abs. Sometimes I do arms, but not always. And I will do a culmination of like just simple hand weights, like laying down these kinds or these kinds. And sometimes I'll go into the weight room, which is very intimidating, so I don't go in there often, but I go in there and I'll do these kinds or the kind that you like pull down. I don't know what anything is called. I'm just very still very new to it, but the biggest thing that I do is probably running. Okay, A Foodie's Fun asks, hi Michelle, for your Snapchat sesh later, are you planning to do an honest beauty review? Oh, that's a good question. I have yet to try anything from Honest. I have seen only via the email because I'm subscribed to their subscription. I do their cleaning supplies and stuff. So I haven't tried anything from Honest. If you guys have any recommendations, I haven't heard very much buzz about it either, which could be good or could be bad. I'm curious if any of you guys have tried anything from the new line. Miss Katie 89, what's been your favorite meal from HelloFresh? Oh my gosh, there has been so many good ones. Probably the one that I have made like more times than anything else is the tomato soup and grilled cheese croutons. It's a super simple recipe and super yummy, and especially in the fall, like I want to eat it like once a week, and it's a good lunchtime meal too. Maybe I will post the recipe on my blog at some point soon because it's a really simple, good one. PBARATAM. Here we go. Snapchat question, could you tell us what you do to work out? Your body is phenomenal. I've dropped 15 pounds. I'm working on losing more. Need a little inspiration. Well, thank you very much. I just answered that though. So it's just the exercise, and I try to make it a goal to go 3 times a week though, if I'm being honest. Today was the first time I've gone in over a week. And on top of that, I just try to eat healthy and snack right. I'm not a big snacker, but things like Chobani's coconut granola is coconut yogurt is my favorite, and I usually top that with some kind of raw honey or the pumpkin flax granola from Nature's Path. I love plain almonds. I love string cheese, and then 3 times a day meals, usually oatmeal in the mornings, pretty standard. I don't eat lunch every day, although I do try to, but it's usually something really quick like a kale salad or yogurt, like a yogurt parfait with fruit, and I do always cook dinner, if not eat out, but always try to keep my dinners really healthy. Okay, Bree Cranky.
I'm leaving the gym too. I saw that you're doing a Q&A and was just curious how your 30-day Jillian Michaels shred was coming on. Thanks.
It's not coming along. I tried to do it, I was so dedicated to it, and then Addie got sick, and then I got sick, and I don't get sick often. When I do, I'm like down for the count, so that kind of just cramped everything, and then it was just hard to like get back into it, so that's why I started going to the gym again. but it's harder than I thought to just do that straight for 30 days and not even take like a week or a day off like on the weekend. But it's a good workout, it's a good DVD. I have time to myself at home during a nap or something, and I just do like her quick because they're only 15-minute workouts. Sar Mitchin said, how would you describe your personal style? How do you put together outfits? I miss your fashion videos like the wardrobe essentials and such. You always look so cute. Well, thank you. I love doing those kind of videos, but I feel like they're so repetitive because my style doesn't change all that often. I don't have like a standard style. Like I love wearing dressy like pumps and heels and a business suit and like a pencil skirt tucked in with a blouse. But then I also really love wearing slip-on sneakers and crop top, like crop jeans or Converse and jeans. And then like nowadays that it's fall, boots and leggings, flannels, oversized cardigans. I don't know what you would describe that as, but my style's kind of just like comfort cash, but still looking put together. How I go about putting outfits together is just, I pretty much start with the bottoms, like depending on what I want to wear that day. Like I have to be in a mood to wear jeans. Most days it's leggings though, I'll be honest. Most days it is leggings, but I have to be feeling it. I also really like the joggers that I have from Gap the last couple of years, and I kind of go from there. So with jeans or leggings, I just kind of go into my closet, which you guys saw me clear out, and that is a mixture of plain, like basics. It's a mixture of chambray shirts and flannels and like oversized blouses, like blousey tops, like loose oversized blouses. So kind of just grab from there, and yeah, it's usually right now it's usually boots or slip-ons or flats. I still really love my teaks, they're really comfortable, and I'm not really wearing heels like ever nowadays. But I would love to get back into doing more videos. I just feel like if I did a fall fashion essential, I had one from last year, so I just don't want to be repetitive. Chick Stylist says, hi Michelle, my question, any tips and suggestions on finances when you're single parent? Thanks. Weekly grocery to mortgage bills. So I feel like I could dedicate a whole video to this, but number one is just keeping a budget. Like having a budget is key. So writing down like your income, writing down your expenses, and I always put money aside for my savings, even if it's very little. Like I was raised, you know, growing up, like even if you're saving $10 a week because that's all you can do, save something, because something is always better than nothing. I don't have credit card debt. I don't believe in it, and that's how I try to stay on track. Like I don't get myself in a hole. I do have a credit card and I use it a lot because I get cashback rewards on it, but I pay it off like at the end of each month. And most of the times when I'm charging something on it, I have the money in my checking account to transfer and pay it, because I use it so often. Like I use it for gas, I use it for groceries, I use it if I shop online, always having the money to pay it. But like this Christmas, I pretty much can cash out my rewards and like pay for Christmas gifts. So it's good to have and it builds your credit, but you just have to be really careful. But as far as budgeting, I just, you know, you gotta pay your bills. Those are like number one. And I do try to save. Like even if it's minimal, I do always try to save. And obviously you want to keep some kind of spending. My budget for spending has definitely changed, though it might not look like it. I don't give myself the allowance that I used to, but that's just based on my lifestyle and my situation changing. But I think it's good, and I think it's a smart thing to give yourself a little bit of money. You could do that monthly, you could do that quarterly, you could do that weekly. It just all depends on, you know, where you are in your situation. But I definitely think giving yourself a little bit of play money to have fun with is important, because you want to be able to treat yourself and you don't want to feel strapped all the time. E.V0304, how do you find time to work out? Do you have a set routine? So I told you guys what I do, and that honestly, I'm not in the gym for more than 45 minutes when I do that each day. And finding the time is just going, like a lot of times I bring Addison with me because they have a phenomenal daycare with an entire like row of glass windows, so I can see her the entire time that I'm working out. And I also have a good friend of mine's mom who works there, so Addison does go there sometimes. Sometimes my mom will pop over during a nap time or something so I can run out. I'll bring her to my parents' house sometimes and go work out. I do it sometimes at night when she's sleeping. I'll pop in a workout DVD. There's a lot of really great ones on YouTube that are free, but I try to just be regimented as far as like going 3 times a week, and that could be morning one day and at night another day. It's just kind of like setting up your week and seeing where you have pockets of time that you can fit that in. Pia Garcia.
Hi Michelle, I have been wondering how Jake is doing. Haven't seen him in a while and we miss him. And here I am with my puppies.
Aw, Jake's so good. You guys, I get asked a lot about Jake. He's doing really, really well. He's usually sleeping when I'm filming, and it's usually downstairs on the hardwood because it's nice and cool. And if you guys follow me on Snapchat, I show Jake a lot, like pretty much every day, just lying around cuddling, walking, but he loves to exercise, he loves to be outside, he loves the snow, so I'm very excited to see what Mother Nature is gonna bring us. We've had a little bit of an issue lately. He's been going into my garbage can when I leave, and for a while I would just put it in my bathroom, but then I was like, this is super inconvenient because sometimes if I'm just rushing to go out, I didn't always have time to put it in there, so I actually had to go to Target and find a safety latch and put it over my garbage to lock it down because he kept going in it. And not only does it create like a massive mess for me to clean, but a lot of times in my garbage can, I never know what's in there that he's eating, like grapes or like chicken, like raw chicken cutoffs that I'm cleaning, or like a broken glass. I don't know. Who knows what this dog loves to eat whatever. But overall, he's doing really well. And now that the safety latch is on the garbage, we're good. He hasn't gotten in anymore. Christian, this biatch. How do you keep up with your spending house with no job? No offense. I promise I love watching your videos. I'm just like, dang, she's blessed and it's all none of my business. Ha. This is a common misconception among people that watch my videos. I actually do have a job. Stella Dot is my full-time job, and YouTube obviously is a little bit of income. I wouldn't say it's enough to live on. It's a small, like, my spending money usually comes from YouTube, but Stella Dot is my full-time job. And I just budget. I've always been very good with money, whether that's saving, not having a credit card, sticking to my budget and not going over it, and just managing money really well. And Silly Lils, which holiday palette are you excited to try? Cute picture. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I don't think I'm gonna be buying any just because I really don't need another eyeshadow palette. You guys obviously know that. But I will say that I saw the Too Faced, was it Too Faced? The little Paris like macaroon theme one looks really pretty. I've heard really good things about the new Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. Oh, and of course the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. A lot of people have asked if I'm gonna get that, and the answer is no, just because I already own Mood Exposure Blush, which is one of them in there, and I have 2 other colors on top of that, and I have the diffused lighting powder, so I just can't justify that. But if I didn't own any Hourglass products, like of the powder products, that would definitely be the one I would be getting. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of little impromptu video. I really wanted to film today, but I didn't have one scheduled, and I thought this would kind of be a fun one that I didn't have to think too much about or prepare or plan for. So I'll do these every so often if you guys like them, and it's also kind of a way for me to like sit down and just be more personal, show more personal side. I know my FAQ video was received by you guys really, really well, which I so appreciate, and I love showing this like more personal side to me. So I hope you guys like it too. Thank you for watching and have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.